I'm Dr. Lininger. Today I'm going to talk to you about, well, we had a really bad snowstorm, as most of you know. I personally had about 15 inches of snow on my driveway to clear, and it took me about 2 hours, and I've got a tiny little driveway. Okay, I live in a townhouse, so it's not very big. It took me about 2 hours to dig out yesterday, and then I had another 2 inches of ice and snow this morning, which for extra fun. So, and again, I'm not complaining because I have a small driveway. It doesn't take me very long. But I know that many of my patients and you out there have larger driveways than I do. And I know that typically when I see people shoveling, I see a lot of people just driving to work that should not be shoveling the driveways. If you're over 55 or if you've had a heart condition, you should not be shoveling your driveway, especially if you're not doing consistent exercise. What you want to do is hire a high school kid, go on Craigslist, there's plenty of people there that'll come by and do your driveway, and it could save your life for just the cost of a very small, less than $100 probably, or depending on the size of your driveway, I'm sure. It can be more, but then again, if you have a big driveway, you can probably afford to pay a service to come out, which a lot of people don't do, like my own father, who I constantly get on him because he tries to do it himself and he shouldn't be doing that. So, in the cases like that, if you're the son or daughter, sometimes you can hire the service without even telling them, and they can show up and do it. That's a good thing to do, and it's a nice gift for your parents, and it could save their life. If you are shoveling, make sure you do 15-minute on, 15-minute off breaks. People that are not used to vigorous exercise, if they go out and try to do 30 minutes or an hour straight, that's like trying to do jumping jacks for an hour straight. People don't think about it, but that's the equivalent of shoveling snow. If you can do jumping jacks for an hour straight, then you can shovel the snow for an hour straight without a break. Not too many people can do that unless you're like a Navy SEAL. But that's the kind of vigorous exercise that it's equivalent to. And that's why you hear a lot of stories of people getting heart attacks because they don't think about it like that. They think about it like, well, I'll shovel it and now I'll when I'm done, and I'll go back in the house. Really, they should take constant breaks. Put the shovel down, relax, sit down, on the bumper of the car or whatever. Go in the house, get some water. People try to drink coffee and things like that when they're out there, or even worse, alcohol. They're actually dehydrating themselves and putting themselves more at risk for heart problems or stroke. All those nasty things that can happen when you're not in shape and you go out and try to do a vigorous exercise. Most of America is not in that type of shape, so they shouldn't be doing that. The other thing is, so stay hydrated, take breaks. And bend at the knees when you lift the snow. Try not to lift the snow. Better off using a scoop or what's known as a plow. I have one called the man plow that is, you basically just push it like this, and it scoops it up and it pushes it to the side. It's a kind of a cross between a shovel and a plow. If they had a baby, it'd be the man plow. So that's what I use, although today's snow or yesterday's snow was actually, the man plow didn't work so well because it's so heavy. So I actually had to lift the shovel, but I use my knees. That's the key. Otherwise, I've seen two people this morning, one person that injured, two people this morning that came in because they're in pain from the weather and making their pain worse, but one of them, it was injury from a snow shovel. So I don't want to see any more of that. And to prevent that, you have to lift at your knees, not using your upper back where the shovel muscles are. Shovel, if you're holding it here, you're using your shoulders and your upper back. Okay, really, you should be those are small muscles. You want to use your legs to do the heavy lifting because they're large, powerful muscles. If you use these small muscles up here, you're going to strain something, pull something, hurt yourself. Okay, you want to use the large leg muscles. Those are the biggest muscles in your body. Use them. Most people forget they're there. They're bending over instead of coming down with the knees. Okay, and that's what you should do. Stay safe out there and don't have any car accidents and try not to hurt your back. I'm Dr. Lininger. Have a nice day.